Welcome to Remote Monitoring Systems. Remote Monitoring Systems, or RMS, has developed a secure system that allows oilfield production companies, saltwater disposal unit operators, pipeline operators, or others to remotely control the operation of any valve. Our secure valve system will help prevent unauthorized opening or closing of a valve and allow remote monitoring of the valve status. It can prevent unauthorized transfer of oil from a tank storage facility, unauthorized dumping of salt water in disposal wells, or other problems common to oil and gas operations. When coupled with a density flow meter, it can also prevent materials being offloaded through a valve that exceeds preset density limits. The system is designed to replace manually operated ball or butterfly valves, like those that are typically found in oil field or other applications, and is designed to work with actuator-type valves like this one. The electric actuator motor that opens and closes the valve can be remotely controlled by RMS's software with simple wiring connections to the RMS on-site control and communications equipment. All of the communications and control equipment can be mounted in a NEMA control box like the one shown here. Using web-based software and remote connections to the internet over cellular or satellite networks, our secure valve system allows the owners to remotely control when a valve can be opened or closed and who is allowed to open or close a valve. RMS's proprietary web-based software allows an unlimited number of users to securely access the system to see the status and history of any valve from any internet-connected smartphone, tablet computer, or other computer. RMS's unique secure valve system lets valve owners restrict who and how a valve can be opened with 5 options. Option 1, an on-site keypad can be used to enter a unique to each user security code that has been assigned by the RMS software to each person authorized to open or close a specific valve. Option 2, users can be allowed to open or close a valve by making a cell phone call to an access number and then following audible directions to obtain access. Option 3, with the smartphone, users can read a quick response or QR code from signage at the site. Then they can access a given valve. Option 4, a text message can be sent from a cell phone to a designated access number. Option 5, access can also be obtained by calling a control center and requesting remote unlock of a valve. Or any combination of these options can be used at the same site as might be directed by signage like this. The secure valve system will also send alerts via email or text alert messages to anyone designated by the management, letting them know when a valve has been opened or closed. Here is a demonstration of the secure valve system that we set up in our lab. Here it is easy to show how the system might be used to prevent materials from being transferred through a valve that are outside the allowable density, such as might be needed at saltwater disposal well sites. We have set up 2 tanks like the one you see here, one containing salt water and the other fresh water tinted red. The tanks have been connected to clear plastic pipe like you see here, and a pump like this to move the water through the pipe. A common actuator type valve is connected to the pipe and has been wired into the RMS control system. A strobe light has been installed and wired into the RMS control system, which will activate if the density of the material coming through the valve exceeds the preset limit for more than 30 seconds. The Coriolis density meter has been wired into the RMS control system that will precisely measure the density of the water flowing through it. As you see here, the Coriolis meter provides a visual indicator showing the flow rate, temperature, and density of the material flowing through it. This demo has been set up as if it were at a saltwater disposal unit. So we start the demo with a login security code on the touchscreen just as a driver would do. Here's how the login works.
Once the driver arrives at the saltwater disposal site, he will need to go into the sign-in office and interact with one of several touchscreen monitors on site. To begin, he'll just simply touch the screen, and it will move him to the next screen, which is the 6-digit security code login screen. This code will have been pre-assigned to the driver or the trucking company, and once the driver enters this code, and we'll use 1, 4, 7, 8, 5, and 2 here, and we'll press login. And you notice that once that's done, that it comes up with a screen and gives the name of the driver and the trucking company, and also you'll see that it captures the driver's picture here. At this point, the transaction has begun and all of this information is stored away in the database. The next thing the driver needs to do would be to hit Begin New Saltwater Transfer. Takes him to a screen where he can select a drop-down for the leases that are available to him. And in this case, we're going to select Johnson Ranch. Johnson Ranch has a well associated with it already. In other cases, the driver may be asked to select the specific well that the load has come from. But once that's done, he can hit Continue and select bay, and then either the bay that he's parked at or would like to use would be selected. In this case, we'll select Bay 3, and you'll see that he gets a screen here that says thank you with the driver's name, the company name, and also the lease information appears here. And he can proceed to the bay number that he's selected and hook up. Also, you'll see that there's a warning here that says if the water contains non-allowable materials, a flashing light will appear, and 30 seconds later the valve will automatically be closed if the material does not come back into the specifications that we allow. So you'll see that he does get a warning here that if he tries to offload incorrect materials or materials that have debris in it, that the valve will be closed and he will be locked out of being able to dump his load at this location.
After the login is complete, the driver would return to the offloading bay where he would see a glowing green button like this. He would push the green button, which turns on the pump and starts the actuator valve to open. As you can see, we have a flow of red tinted fresh water which has a density of 8.25 pounds per gallon. Now you can see the color of the water change to clear since we have switched the flow from fresh water to salt water, which has a density of about 8.5 pounds per gallon. The Coriolis meter has almost instantly detected the increased density of the salt water versus the fresh water, even though the difference is only 0.25 pounds per gallon. It has activated the strobe light, warning that the material exceeds the allowable density spec that was programmed in the system. And after 30 seconds of continuous flow that is out of spec, the RMS software closes the valve. Had you been watching the Coriolis meter read out, you would have seen that the density was 8.52, which exceeds the 8.25 freshwater density that the system was programmed to accept. Of course, that is why the software closed the valve. When the valve was opened, a text message or email would have been sent to management and the off-site activity database updated. When the valve closed, the database would have been updated again and another message sent confirming valve closure. So, as demonstrated, the RMS system is very accurate and effective. Remote Monitoring Systems' Secure Valve can help you prevent unauthorized opening of a valve and prevent theft of oil, chemicals, fresh water, or other valuable assets. RMS can couple any of its systems with cameras for added security and is a licensed security company in Texas. We also offer other affordable products to remotely monitor tank levels, water flow meters, gas flow meters like those made by ABB, oil and water levels in frac tanks, jet pumps, compressors, and other equipment. We would love to help solve a problem for your business, so please give us a call for more information at our Marietta, Georgia or Midland, Texas office at one of the numbers you see below. In Georgia, call 770-971-6900. In Midland, 432-695-6874. Or visit us at remotemonitoringsystems.com for information on all our services.